All right, hold on.
Hello and welcome to Starlight Talks. I'm here with Michael Anthony Greenfield. He, with the help of Spectrum Laboratory, wrote a full-length feature film, which is pretty cool. And so we're going to talk about him and his film. As far as like stuff coming up with OurTism, we have our support group tomorrow. So go to the website OurTism.com to sign up for the support group. We have our social group starting really soon. Actually, this Saturday we have a picnic. So it's in Hermosa Beach. So go register on the website today. You can do that. And then we have a bunch of stuff coming soon that's not on our website yet, but will be. We have an end of summer dinner for adults on Saturday, August 31st. And we have some workshops coming up. One that is hosted by Raul called I Am Enough, the self-love workshop on Sunday, September 22nd. And then other stuff that doesn't have a date yet. We have a workshop called the Spectrum Experience that is all about what autism is and what those of us with autism experience on a day-to-day basis. So that we're going to do one specifically for those on the spectrum and one for parents and families to experience together. And then another social that we have in the works is a game night, pizza and game night, one for teens once a month and one for adults once a month. So that's all cool stuff. So go to OurTism.com to like keep yourself in the loop. There's like, the email. You can sign up for the newsletters, or you could like us on Facebook or Instagram. We are OurTism on Facebook, which you should know if you're watching this. And on Instagram, I think we're our.tism. So go follow us on all those places. And I'm Chloe Estelle, and this is Starlight Talk. So come, I do this talk every single Wednesday, starting at 7 Pacific Standard Times, and I try to keep the topics related to autism and have all different guests. Hopefully next week, I have Alex Plank that's going to be on. We've been trying to schedule it for a long time, and we're both super busy, and so he's planned as of right now to be the guest next week, so hopefully that happens. Really excited about that. But this week we have Michael Anthony Greenfield. That was a
Hello, guys.
long introduction. But would you like to introduce yourself, Michael?
All right. Hi, my name is Michael Anthony Greenfield. I am 16 years old, gonna turn 17 in November, and I have autism.
It's a really great introduction. And so if you guys have any questions or comments for us, please, we love to interact with you guys. So leave them for us. Yeah, so Michael, what got you into film, the world of film?
Well, I was so you see, like I wanted to act since I was 11, and that's because I was inspired by these Disney Channel stars, and I really wanted to be on Disney Channel and work with these famous people. So that's when I started to think about acting. So then I kind of got over it for 2 years until I joined another program called the Miracle Project. And the Miracle Project is a musical based program for developmental disabilities or disabilities for any kind. And like it's basically when you like you do Broadway related productions and musicals every year, and we also do triple threat classes and like and like yeah and like that program has changed because like it was a big life changer for me. Like I really I really enjoyed it because I saw their play about anti-bullying, and it really related to my story living on the autism spectrum, and also uh being 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 bullied in school a lot. So so yeah, I actually wanted to join this program so I can act and be with a lot of friends, and then and then I decided I wanted to become a writer and a singer and pretty much anything you can think of, and like you know I came a long way, as you know. um like I started joining Spectrum Laboratory since I was 14, and then I decided that I wanted to make like a movie. It's because I I when I first came up with a name called Johnny, a character named Johnny who was on the autism spectrum, and you see Johnny was supposed to be all right excuse me so anyways so what happened is that like I decided to write a love story where like a kid named Johnny is an orphanage where he's he was put up for adoption because and no one understood his autism and yada yada yada. I I just I just made this story up so that like I can make it into a play for the Miracle Project. So yeah, the Miracle Project didn't accept it because like the story a bit. So I wanted I was kind of sad that like I couldn't get Johnny into the plot. So so then I decided to write it. I started to write it with my mentor and co-founder and friend named Jason Weisbrod. Yeah, co-founder of Spectrum Laboratory. So what happened is that I decided that like I wanted to put Johnny into a whole different story in a whole different world. And so I created Johnny Wepler, a love story. And so basically Johnny Wepler, he's an autistic teenager who's like my age and basically he's based off of my personality and like he wants to find love and independence in this crazy world. Like he's trying to find out what to do when you want to date and when you want to when you want to make friends and like how to make friends and how to find a girlfriend and like will he be able to find love or will he be able to get through life? Who knows? So like so yeah he and he's also a sketch artist. Like he likes to sketch and draw amazing drawings and sketch anything that he wants and interprets the world and with his sketchbooks and his drawings. So so yeah and so yeah Johnny Wepler is like a is a really talented uh, faithful, and intelligent, and really smart. Like he just he's like he really he is a big role model in this movie because he likes he just wants to like help people how, what autism is like, and like he also wants to create animated movies and short films or pretty much anything, and like he also wants to he also wants to have a family of his own. Like he wants to have a wife and kids. So like so yeah, he has a lot of goals, and so yeah, basically he goes, like he moved from Pennsylvania, where he was born, and then he moved to Florida, and then he moved to a lot of schools because he was very bullied, and like he was bullied a lot in different, in every different public school. So he had to leave, and then he just couldn't handle bullies that well, and he even got kicked out of schools, as you might have noticed in my trailer, because he can't handle bullies that well, you know. So yeah, and then he moves to California, Los Angeles, and then he moves to a high school called Hollywood High, and he he does meet two new bullies that bully him, but he doesn't let that define him, and he does not let that get to him. So what happens is that he also meets three new friends at his school, and he also he and he seems to have a wingman, and he also has a girl who's like related to the Watson, and I mean, like, Sherlock Holmes and Watson, like it's a metaphor, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, because
metaphor.
it's a love story, right? He has a crush on a girl.
Yeah, he has a crush on a girl, and like he's trying to uh get to any girl, and any girl in the city, so that he can try to be friends with, and then become a relationship with. So yeah, he goes through a very powerful sequence where he has his wingman, and like his wingman helps him pick up girls,
Mhm.
but that doesn't work.
Yeah.
And then the next
Yeah.
thing is that,
So I'm curious. It's a comedy, right?
right, yeah,
So
it's also a comedy. Yeah, I forgot to mention.
yeah. So I write comedy, and a lot of times some of the funniest jokes in my scripts were not intentional jokes. I was wondering, like,
Right.
if that has ever happened to you, if like you were showing your project and people laughed at points that you really didn't expect them to. Um, because I know there can be like accidental comedy or accidental, like, really any emotion, and sometimes those are the best moments. And if you just really go in that direction and let the story like turn itself into what it's supposed to be rather than force it, it turns out really cool. So like
Right.
um, so I'm sure you've had like a lot of different drafts along the way.
Right.
You've experienced those kind of things. So I'm curious, like, how that process of actually writing it went, because like it's a really long script to write. Like, I mean, the story you were telling, that's a lot of information, and I know
I know.
a lot of those of us on the spectrum, or even like young adults in general, have a hard time focusing on one project for that long. So
I know, right?
yeah. So how was the actual writing process?
Oh, it was amazing. Like, I really enjoyed myself writing a lot with Jason. Like I at first I wrote in my notes, and then I created the characters, I created the whole plot, and then we went to this script form called Celtics, and I'm not sure if you heard of it, but it's a script form,
Mhm.
and we we wrote on that script, and like it was really, funny at times, because like this movie has a lot of great jokes, and great metaphors, and it also has like a lot of, like, it just has a lot of funny funny animation into it, like um like Johnny is pretty animated at times, and he's he's very funny and comedic when it comes to getting a joke, or like how do you describe this, like if you like for example, there's this part in the movie where Johnny, there's this part where like he's in the cafeteria and getting his food, but then his friend Zach says, "Oh, don't eat that bean burrito. It tastes like ass." And then he's like, then Johnny's like, "Oh, I didn't know bean burritos taste like excrement." So that was a pretty good joke to put in, even though it wasn't me that actually put it in. It was actually Jason. I mean, whatever Jason puts the jokes in, I can just act it out, and act it out in a really funny and courageous way, um, and very comedic too. So yeah, I would yeah. So I just be like laughing hard after everything. Like it's like it's so yeah. It's really funny, and like and oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that Johnny will eventually find love when he's at the homecoming. He meets an autistic girl that's autistic like him, so they become boyfriend girlfriend, and then that would be the end of the movie. So yeah.
That's a cute story. I really um I, like just watching the trailer, it was like really fun to see, and so I hope that you get to make this a reality. It's such
Right.
a unique story. And like I like that it's really about like an everyday person and like what we
Right.
an everyday kind of struggle where like a lot of stories related to autism, you've got like these like huge adventures where like where like they like travel far distances, without their caretakers or whatever for the first time, and all those kind of things where like this is just like he wants you things that everyone else wants, and
Right.
we're people too, and we like a lot of the same things other people want. So like I like that part of it, and then you can bring like everyone up can relate to comedy, and so it's a good way to like get a wide
Right.
audience. So and definitely the way that you perform it is so funny.
I know. I keep laughing to this day that I act funny, because especially that part where like I tell the pickup line to the ice cream girl, and like I literally tell her pickup line, and then she's like giving me a weird face, and then I just back away in a dramatic and outro. So yeah, but yeah, so like I said, this movie will be funny, and like I said before, it'll be hella hilarious, and and like I just love to make people laugh now, and like and yeah, and even so, I really relate to this story myself, even though I wrote it, because like I'm having struggles trying to look for a relationship, and look for friends in real life, and try to try to fit in with neurodiversity, or what, or neurotypical people. I'm not sure, but yeah, like I really wanna like fit in that world. It's just that it's very hard. But but even though um but but don't worry. I actually have a girlfriend now, and I'm pretty happy with her, and everything's going great except for the fights that we have. We but like yeah, we um yeah, so yeah, this story is sort of based off of my life, living with autism, and living with with people, like living in a place, like in a school where people are neurotypical, and they also they're also like very very they're very rude too, you know, because like they don't they think autism is a joke sometimes, and they also think it's a disease, and they also think of me differently, and they just look at me in a weird way that like say they say like you can't be in our group, or like and like or like they can't handle me because I'm autistic, and I might have a meltdown, or I might get angry or not get a joke, or like or have a sensory overload, you know. They don't understand that kind of thing. So yeah, that really that really wanted that really me wanted me sorry sorry excuse my stuttering like I that really made me try to inspire myself to to make a project based off of of like how do I say this like it's like it's really, I mean, it's great, you know, like a beautiful project that makes people uh be inspired, and be like be like and try to learn from their mistakes, and learn from their problems and past, and and be able to conquer their goals in life.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I found that too. Like the more um, I create, the more I found like people are like, well, if you can do it, I can do it too. And then they actually create stuff. And like that's something I never expected to come out of me just following my passion. And then on top of that, I just feel like the world is hearing the autism stories for the first time, and other news stories such as like the trans story and the ADD story and the PTSD story. Like all of those stories are
Right,
being told for the first time. We're getting all these new characters um, that we really haven't seen before and told in a really nice way. And the world's like becoming more empathetic and sympathetic and tolerant towards the people who they normally wouldn't have been if they didn't know the story of someone with autism. And like stories are just such a great way to learn about someone else and what they might experience, and to get closer
right,
to strangers. um and like, so it's really cool that to be a part of it and to see that you're a part of it. um and hopefully have more stories like yours being written and created and being put out there. So keep doing what
right.
you're doing.
Yeah,
um,
I will.
yeah, it's important, and it's fun. And keeping yourself focused on something fun is also very important.
Right, right. And yeah, you know, I really want to I really want to be like I mean, I always say to myself that I want to be a normal kid that can pretty much do anything, and I compare myself to people sometimes, and I mean, it's negative and positive at the same time, but like I just think more on the positive side and the bright side, and like and like but I still want to be an intelligent young man, and and normal, and like and become the best I can be, and like and I want to be able to make more friends in life, and I also want to create a family, and and just and conquer all these goals, and like and like you know, it's really, I mean, it might be really hard, but um you know, it gets, I mean, I know it takes time, and it takes patience. I mean, patience is not really my thing, because like I just hate waiting so much, and like it's just waiting is not really my strength, but like I'm working on it. I'm working on it really hard, and I still have meltdowns these days, and I still have negativity going on, but I won't let that stop me from doing pretty much anything. And like my therapist at school and therapists at home, they come they come over and they and like I have a therapist at school too, and like they tell me that I should just be the best I can be, like be myself, and and just learn, practice, and and also wait for the girl to come to naturally be your girlfriend. Even though I already said I have a girlfriend now, but I'm talking about before.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, and like they're helping me a lot because they care about me, and and yeah, and like I used to be in a bad school when I was in middle school, and but I actually found a school that's better for me, such as the help group, and I wanted to like go to a better school where people are like me, and have special education. So I found that school, and I decided to tell my dad and grandma to get me out of the middle school, that the public school that I'm in, and and take me to that school. So yeah, we went through that. It was a big process, but we got the money so that we can go to this private school, which is the help group, and like I came such a long way, and I'm not really proud of what happened back then with me being autistic, but now that I'm 16, and now that I'm in this coming of age, I feel like I'm more I'm more like I'm more intelligent, you know?
Mhm. Yeah. It's really cool hearing your story. Like I can relate to a lot of that. Like I switched around schools a lot because of
Right.
not quite bullying, but I was kind of naive about bullying and actually thought the bullies were my friends. But hindsight, I'm like, nah, those people were mean to me. But I did it more for academic reasons because they just, you know, didn't
Right.
teach the way that I learned, and I really struggled. And I thought I was dumb for a while, and um, now I know I wasn't. I just, was in an environment that didn't work for me. And so when you find the place that works for you, it's so much healthier, mentally and physically and all around, and um, it's much easier to be productive and make some really cool things like this movie that you're writing. And um, so yeah, I definitely relate to your story, and I'm sure a lot of people do and would. Um, so thank you for sharing that, because that's not
Yeah.
an
Yeah. No
easy
problem.
story to tell either. Um, yeah.
Yeah. I I really enjoy just like telling my story to people, because it's like I want to help people, and I want people to understand and listen to whatever I have to say, and it and make new friends, and become connected with, and so yeah, and I feel like I'm a popular kid, popular kid in my school now, because well, I think, because like I advocate for people, and like I I I always get diplomas that describe me as outstanding performance, and and like and yeah and like yeah and like people think I'm amazing, and almost, I mean, not the whole school, but everyone that's close to my class. Yeah. And yeah, so like I'm pretty much I'm pretty much just really really popular.
That's good. That's a good difference going from being bullied to the top of the school. I'm sure it
Right.
gave you a lot of confidence that you probably needed. Um, yeah,
Right.
I definitely felt a change when I found the school that worked for me. And then I know that that homeschooling works better for people. I've met a lot of people recently that have gone that path because they wanted to start working younger, acting or um, all different kinds of things,
Right.
and so that path is helpful, and a lot of them end up being atypical, because it's just for them the school environment didn't work. So like what go like the unconventional path. If like where you're at isn't working, then trust those instincts that you need to get out of there. And I find that um, a lot of those of us on the spectrum, we don't put up with that kind of bullshit. We go like, you know what, this isn't working. We want out.
Yeah.
Neurotypicals kind of suck it up a little bit more and stay there when they don't need to. Um,
Right.
where you made the decision, hey, mom, dad, I found another place. Let's go there. um,
Yeah.
where, yeah, my sister did that. I did that. I like switched schools every 2 years. um,
Wow.
so, um, so yeah, it's good that you tried something new because that can be really scary switching schools.
Yeah.
And like doing something so different and not knowing what's going to happen. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you know, I was so scared to go back to middle school when I was 13, and it was summer break was almost over, and I was just so scared to go back because I didn't want to get bullied again. So like I I really I convinced my dad and my grandma to switch me to the kids, and so like they did, and I mean, and like I said, it was a really long process. Because like they wouldn't let me go, and like the middle school wouldn't let me go, so like we had to get an advocate to try to help us. So yeah, and yeah, and I was I, I'm like I was really sad because I was really hurt that people wouldn't like me, or like they wouldn't want me to be their friend, and like bully me, and like and like I just I just and I decided I just need a new a new environment, and a new community.
Mm. Well, if nobody has any questions, and we'll start wrapping up. Thank you, Michael Anthony Greenfield, for being on. I will link the trailer and your Facebook page when
All
this
right.
ends. So hopefully everyone can go view that. Like, please check out his trailer. Um, yeah. So do you have any final parting words for everyone?
Um. All right. So so I'm gonna say this to you guys. just think positive, and try to be more patient, and like and just be able to be able to like like practice a lot if you want to become a successful actor, or writer, or like if you want to become a singer, practice your vocals, and like to that goal. And yeah, and like I I really hope you guys will keep it up, and for you autistics out there, I'll if you guys relate to my experiences, then uh I I uh I'd like to thank you very much for listening, and like and yeah, and you guys can follow me on social media, and you can talk to me from there, or or anything, and see my post, and yeah.
All right. Everyone, thanks for watching. Stay colorful.
All
Goodbye.
right, bye.